Boxing has a quirky way of scoring. It's round by round, and unless there's a knockdown, it's just 1 point per round.
Yeah.
So sometimes you could see a fight, and at the end you go, fighter A won. But when you break it down round by round, you go, oh, I guess it was 6-6.
Wishing you nothing but the best. Everybody believes you're a rising star, and I hope it proves true. And thus far, you're doing your thing. Congratulations to you.
Some people maybe don't. How good is Shakur Stevenson in your opinion?
He's not good, he's great. And I think tomorrow the world will take notice of how great he is. There's a reason why certain fighters didn't want to take the chance to step in the ring with this fighter.
Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman praised Shakur's speed and rhythm, saying he looked sharp, composed, and totally outclassed Teofimo.
Come on, man.
Two different body types. One to me is a better puncher.
True, yes.
Shakur can punch way better to the body than Lomo can.
Loma has
totally
more
different type
power
of
at
animal.
his weight than Shakur has had so
That's
far.
At his weight, that's
And
at
his
his
weight.
weight.
No, I agree with this. Shakur is longer than Loma and naturally
body type.
bigger, but you can't say Shakur's ahead of Loma. He has not proven that yet.
say
Maybe
that.
he will be, but man, that's a lot. Very few
Shakur's
fighters are.
and he's great.
Yeah, so he
But
loves
who's your
Shakur.
favorite fighter, Shady?
Bro,
And still, he's telling you. And he's telling you.
loves Teo.
That's why.
Shady's a big
That's
Teo
why
fan.
one thing about your boy, I keep it 1,000. I don't have no favorites.
Yeah, no
Shakur
fits.
is my guy. He's my guy.
Max Kellerman said Teofimo losing to Kambosos makes this no surprise, since Kambosos isn't nearly as skilled as Shakur Stevenson.
Question, even in the loss that he had against Kambosos, where he had a puncture, like he had some medical condition in his esophagus that like was dangerous actually, and it looked like an off night. By the way, George Kambosos doesn't like when I say this, and I apologize. I understand it feels unfair to you, and maybe it is.
After the loss and an injured eye, Teofimo admitted his game plan failed, accepted the better man won, and showed respect with class.
Oh man, how you doing, man?
Saw something tonight?
Just grateful to be here, man. That's all.
You put on a performance tonight, unfortunately came up short, but what was it that surprised you about Shakur Stevenson?
Nothing at all, man. Just didn't come with the right plan. That's all. Better man won tonight. Good man.
Do you feel like you'd like to run it back at some point with Shakur? I know you're someone that always wants to event
Well,
like that time Kambosos, but you want to do it straight away, right?
We'll see what happens next, man. I'm gonna let my team do the work on it.
Ryan Garcia posted on X that Teofimo's game plan was poor, pointing out tactical mistakes that let Shakur dominate with ease. Terrence Crawford praised Shakur as not just good, but truly great, the best, saying now everyone will finally recognize his dominance.
He's great. A lot of people started saying, oh, he's a runner, he's this, he's that. Just to detour people from being excited to see him fight because he's not knocking people out and all that crazy stuff. But they would see why people really don't want to get in the ring when he comes tomorrow.
I know you've shared the ring with him, sparring plenty of times. What makes Shakur Stevenson great? What makes him different? What makes him, I don't want to say an ilk of yourself, but in the same kind of era, the Buck Crawford era, he's got the Shakur Stevenson era.
Everything. The offense, the defense, the poise, the rhythm, the distance, the timing, punch placement, the react time. Like, I can go on and on. You know, the toughness, the grit, the grind. Like, he's amazing. You know, and tomorrow he
Wade Plemons said Shakur Stevenson might be the best boxer in the world right now, dominating Teofimo Lopez and making it look easy. As Shakur claimed victory, he proved that status. Andre Ward reacted live, calling Shakur great and predicting he'll keep proving his greatness at the elite level.
Better leave that alone.
What did you think of Shakur's performance
He
tonight?
did what he had to do, man. You know, there's always room for improvement. You know, I think he had a lot of stuff he could have did, but he's so talented and gifted, man. You know, you also got to trust what he's seeing in there. You know, we're on the outside, you know. But I think he put on a tremendous performance, and obviously, you know, the level he's at, you always look for things he could do better, you know.
So what did you see from the outside that he made?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, like I think it was a lot of body work and stuff like that. He could have touched on, but again, he's in there, you know. So he's seeing stuff, he's feeling the punches. We not, so you got to trust what he's seeing.
Teofimo just couldn't get
He
going.
put on he tried to get going. He just wasn't allowed to. So it's just the distance and range that Shakur has just perfected throughout the years, and then making him pay when he does that discourages him to not want to punch anymore. And I think he was out of answers.
He said Shakur is among the world's top 4 fighters and will keep showing dominance.
I think he didn't really have any answers. When Teo starts doing little certain things with his hands and starts playing the clown game, he out of answers. He's down to just one shot. So Shakur just stayed focused, stayed locked in, and you know, was at 4 divisions now, 26, 30, 35, 40.
How good is Shakur? I interviewed Terrence Crawford and
We
he
don't
said
know.
he could be the
We
greatest
don't
of all
know.
time.
You don't know, he's not done yet. You know, he's not done yet. He's a great for sure. How great, we gonna see. You know, he got a lot. He can box as long as he wants.
Lennox Lewis said it's hard to counter such a great mover, and he expected Shakur to dominate Teofimo.
And let me tell you, Shakur moved so well. He won every round, and he was just a step ahead with quickness and just with, you know, just the plan himself. Great plan coming in, and he did well. Congratulations to him.
He won all the rounds? Is that what you're saying? He won all 12 rounds?
Well, maybe he lost one, but he won the majority of rounds.
At what time did you realize that this was just going to be Shakur taking over the whole fight?
After the 4th round.
After the 4th round?
Yeah.
Teofimo, it seems like he couldn't just get it going. Like he just tried differently going up and down. The counters were getting him.
Yeah.
What could he done differently tonight?
I don't know, you know, it's difficult to box against a great mover like that. And, you know, he definitely tried. His dad was emotional. You know, he wanted him to do better, but, you know, this is...
Keyshawn Davis said it was no surprise, knowing Shakur would perform like this, showcasing elite skill and dominance.
Nah, I wasn't surprised. These refs kept saying, "Show me something, Jermaine. Show me something." And one time, Jermaine was like, "All right, he's like for real." So I wasn't surprised at all. And plus, his eye was shut and bleeding. Like it was time to stop.
Incredible.
Eddie Hearn said he expected Shakur to win, but not this impressively, praising his skill, speed, dominance, and overall performance in the fight.
He would just be too good.
Yeah.
Like he didn't really have to
I was fully confident he'd win the fight. I didn't think he'd win it as widely as that. I thought, you know, I mean, look, Teo's a great fighter. He made him look average in there. And that's because Shakur is so good. His IQ is so good. His footwork is so good. I actually think he could have stopped Teo if he would have pushed on the gas a little bit, but didn't need to. It was so easy. He's a 4-division world champion at 28 years of age. Phenomenal.
What was his excellency saying ringside watching it?
Just that he's so good, you know, and I think sometimes people think that you know Teo can do a little bit more, but like every time he tried to, he was just getting countered, peppered, and yeah, it was phenomenal to watch.
Conor Benn always managed to come away.
Started on a few people tonight, yeah.
Shakur Stevenson, so I just spoke to him there. He said his style's boring. He said if you like boxing, he gets it. But other than that, it's easy work for him. That fight realistic?
Yeah, why not? Look, for me, I still dream of Conor Benn winning a world title.
Zach Schumacher said fans can criticize the performance, but never the heart. He praised Teofimo for stepping up, giving everything, and delivering the kind of fight people wanted to see, showing courage and commitment that deserves respect regardless of the outcome. Teddy Atlas reacted live with visible disappointment in Teofimo's early showing. He called the opening rounds underwhelming, saying when you come in with big talk and all the theatrics around your camp, you have to back it up in the ring. Atlas noted the fight felt flat early, adding that while Teofimo still had plenty of rounds left to change the story, the start wasn't good enough. He also pointed out a minor headbutt that appeared to be Teofimo's fault as he rushed in head first and top heavy. Atlas emphasized that some judges reward aggression over clean technique, but warned that aggression must be smart and effective, not reckless pressure that leaves you open and wastes energy.
Listen, Bud, what you said, some people said 2-2. I understand. I think it's a shutout. Shakur won this round so far, but a little headbutt there, I guess. A warning from the ref. And that's probably the fault of Teo, to be honest. He's rushing in head heavy, top heavy. But some judges like the aggressor more than the tactician. But for me, it's got to be effective aggression. It can't just be aggression. And a little bit better close to the round by Lopez. That was
it was. He went to the body better. He had a little success with the right hand to the body.
He got his range.
Teddy Atlas praised Shakur Stevenson's technical dominance, noting how he controlled distance, landed effective body shots, and used his right hand with precision. He mentioned Teofimo's father urging him to hit Shakur, but hoped for smarter strategic guidance, as Teofimo needs it now. Atlas debated the scoring, observing that while Teofimo showed slight improvement in the second half, he remained behind overall. He emphasized Shakur's jab as a decisive tool, expertly managed to maintain control. Ultimately, Atlas stressed that for Teofimo to stay competitive, he must adapt, capitalize on small successes, and counter Shakur's precision. Without these adjustments, Shakur's dominance continues, leaving Teofimo facing an uphill battle.
Terrence Crawford, the great Terrence Crawford, and I think they were making fun, to be honest. I think they were chiding Lopez and his father. I think they were chiding Lopez and his father a little bit.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk before this fight and some nasty stuff said on both sides. But you'd like to think after the fight that they gain some respect and put that to bed. Terrence Crawford doesn't lose, huh?
No, you don't.
Claressa Shields expressed immense pride in Shakur Stevenson, applauding his commanding performance against Teofimo Lopez. She emphasized that Shakur didn't just win, he thoroughly outclassed Teofimo, demonstrating why he ranks among the best fighters in the world. Shields highlighted his precision, speed, and tactical intelligence, noting how effortlessly he controlled the fight and dictated the pace from start to finish. She explained that performances like this cement Shakur's status among boxing's elite, proving he is not just a champion, but firmly in the top 4 of his division. Shields admired how Shakur blends defensive mastery with sharp offensive execution, making every move count while remaining composed under pressure. Even as Teofimo attempted adjustments, Shakur's timing, skill, and ring IQ kept him untouchable. For Shields, this fight showcased not only Shakur's technical brilliance, but also his heart, determination, and standing as one of boxing's very best today.